Magazine bags are stupid. Magazine bands don't work.
Super dumb.
And what is a standard capacity magazine? Whatever, how many rounds it's designed to hold.
Well, according to
the
politicians,
what it takes.
It should be 10 rounds or less. And magazine bans don't work. Let's be honest. We've been through this multiple times. You will go through the whole AWB. That never worked. It's been proven many times over that the AWB didn't work. There's no such thing as a standard capacity. Okay, my standard capacity is 100 rounds. There we go. That's now the standard. Let's start with
200.
Well, then you're just too bad. Why politicians want to keep going back to that? Mass shootings. Like, okay, have you seen a competition shooter who can shoot more rounds than somebody with a drum? Next. Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Avoid all mag bans. Get a belt fed.
True. It can't be. It's not magazine fed at that point.
Magazine. Get a belt fed. Fight Light Industries.
Exactly. Let's do this.
Free plug for them. But no, you saw it again. You brought up the AWB. AWB.
My 1919. Let's do this.
Yeah. Well, the AWB didn't work.
Nope.
You look at Chicago. That didn't work.
Nope.
You look at everything. They don't work. Who are you to tell me that I only need 10 rounds?
Well, I mean, let's go back to the initial fact of all of this is that criminals don't follow laws.
Yes.
So why do we keep punishing the American populace? That doesn't make sense.
Because they want control.
Well, yeah, it's all it comes down to is control. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Hitler take the guns first?
Yeah. Did every dictator take the guns first?
Oh,
Then Stalin.
Yeah.
All of them took the guns first.
It disarmed the republic, and now they can't fight back. So, and going back to the complacency, we keep losing things and losing things. I don't want to say this, but realistically, we're kind of at the point where eventually the American people will fight back. And I honestly don't really look forward to that day.
Yeah,
I do and I don't.
It was very eye-opening to me. I don't think I've ever mentioned this here before, but it was very eye-opening to me. My grandfather, immigrant from Italy, lived during the Mussolini era. That was bad.
Yeah.
It was really bad. And the 2016 election, before the election, he looked at me and he said, he's been a staunch Democrat his entire life. That's what you did. He looked at me and he goes, I might vote the other way because I'm scared. This is reminding me of things that reminded me back in the day. That speaks a lot when you've got a populace who has been doing the same thing for years, changing their mind.
Yeah, you think about how many people who have left communist countries that have all said the same thing. Like, you guys are losing your rights. Like, why are you letting this happen?
Well, it goes back to the origin of the Second Amendment is to fight against tyrannical government. And for some reason, we like to think, like the situation with your grandfather, that we ignore that, and then we fail to see that we were fighting a tyrannical government, realistically, in the grand scheme of everything, not that long ago. But yet we never talk about it, and we think we've evolved, and we all think we live in a utopia now. And that it could not be farther from the case.
Well, we're very nearsighted as a American public. We only look a couple years back. We don't go back further than that, and then we turn a blind eye to so many things. And we keep doing it over and over again.
I think it's the complacency of seeing that as an American populace, we look at it and we have this feeling that it will never happen to us.
Yeah.
Because we're America. We're land of the free, home of the brave. This will never happen to us. And when you took, what's her name? Lily Tang Williams came on stage at Goals. And she spoke. And she preached about this. And the fear. When you have people coming from communist regimes or anything stating, hey, listen, I've lived through this. We've got to open our eyes and be like, hey, something's not right here. And I don't think we're at that point yet.
No, and unfortunately, I think it's going to take something drastic for us to be at that point.
Yes.
And like I said, as much as I would like that to happen, I honestly feel that's going to be a major tipping point to us as a country. and tipping toward the wrong way.
Well, at that point, like when that breaks off, you gotta have to basically ask yourself the question: are you ride or die at that point?